So if all this food is where all of this macros and micros are coming from, and i.e., that's where all these nutrients are, or these elements are. So how much do I know what to eat? That's where this section comes in. This looks at how we measure the amount of food that we put in. Okay. We have to provide enough food into our bodies in order to make enough energy to do what our body does, and then do anything extra. What would be an example of doing what we do? Well, if you were to lay down and be a bump on a log, all the metabolic processes inside your body, that is what you need to carry that out. Once you start getting up and moving around, excuse me, now you need extra. Okay, so that's why you need to consume upwards of anywhere between, 1,800 calories, 2,000 calories, 3,000 calories. Shoot, if you're an 18-year-old or a 16-year-old athlete, you can probably consume upwards of 3,600, 4,000 calories. So depends on what you do in your life. What do we use to measure? We use the measurement of a kilocalorie. Okay, kilocalorie is also capital C calorie. Little c calorie, we don't use. Why? A little c calorie, as you can see from the slide there, is the amount of heat that's needed to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water or 1 milliliter of water, 1 degree centigrade. That's super small. Super, super small. Too small to measure out the difference between what 1 calorie difference or 2 calorie difference would do to an individual. Super small. Food energy gets reported in 1,000 calorie units. You need 2,000 calories a day. Most people. Some people, like I said, need maybe 1,800. But you need generally around 2,000 calories per day. So we use kilocalories. Kilo is 1,000, and there it is. There's 1,000. Fantastic. Metric measurements work. We're Americans, so we like to do things different. So instead of using kilocalories, I guess I should say, we use capital letter C calories. A capital C calorie, or a kilocalorie, is the amount of heat energy needed to raise the temperature of 1,000 grams, or a liter, of water by 1 degree centigrade. So on your food label, you will see it listed as kilocalories or capital C calorie. If you see it as a small c, then you know it's an error. Okay? But that's how we measure it. That's how I will reference it throughout the entire book. Kilocalories or capital C calories. How do we know that food raises the temperature of something by 1 degree? We blow it up. I said we're Americans. Hello. We like to blow crap up. So here we put it in this thing called a bomb calorimeter. Fantastic. I wish I had this job. You put food into a chamber, light it on fire until it completely disintegrates. As it does that, it heats the water. As it heats the water, the temperature goes up. Bada boom, bada bing. You have figured out how that food can raise the temperature by 1 degree. Hell yeah, it's amazing. And all of this is already calculated out for you. Okay. So I'm sure they still do this, and I know they still do, because food changes over the course of the time. How we make foods, how we prepare foods changes over the course of history. Okay. We've added a lot of stuff to food now to keep it on a shelf for a long period of time, and those things add energy units. So we're still blowing food up. So what does this mean? Do I have to memorize every single food that I eat and how much? No, you really don't. You just have to know the macros. Because remember, those are the ones that are providing units of energy. I'm highlighting these because these are the most major ones. You need to know all 4 on this slide. Okay. 1 gram of carbohydrate has 4 kilocalories. 1 gram of protein has 4 kilocalories. Holy crap, they're the same. How are carbs so evil? Well, they're not, but they're an easy target. A gram of fat has 9 kilocalories per unit. So you can see 1 gram of fat provides a pretty high amount in the grand scheme of things. Okay. So how do we negate that huge difference? You consume less. I know, that's the hard part, right? Okay. Alcohol itself provides units of energy. It provides 7 kilocalories, a typical serving of alcohol. I say typical. We'll talk about in the next unit. Okay. But all of these are providing units of energy here. Okay. All these are providing units of energy. So if we know how many carbs, how many fats, how much protein is in a food, we can figure that out. How do you figure that out? Turn the box on the side and read the food label, or get online and read the food label. Okay, that's how we do that. All right. Here's some math. I know, my God, there's math. Okay, don't freak out. Don't freak out. You're very welcome. Don't freak out. Okay, this is easy math. Okay, to determine how many kilocalories, how many calories are in this lovely, fantastic, cold looking ice cream, which does not sound good today. And we just break it down. 24 grams within this whole thing here. Again, I'm sure they're adding up the cone and the ice cream on top. 24 grams of carbohydrates. Well, if I know there's 4 units of energy, then I just multiply. And as you multiply, you see grams cross themselves out, 96 kilocalories. 8 grams of fat. Oh, damn. Okay, so there's 72. How much protein? Not a whole heck of a lot in that little serving there. Okay, 12. Add them all up. 180 calories or 180 kilocalories there. When you are doing your diet analysis, when you put it into the NutriCalc Plus program, you'll be able to choose the food that you eat, even the manufacturer in some cases, in a majority of cases. Not every single dang food is in that database. I know, okay? The tutorial kind of tells you who you should pick out when that's the case, all right? Excuse me. But there you go. It will give you the carb, fat, protein breakdown. It's even going to show you all the vitamins and minerals within it as well. So you'll be able to see, are you getting the requisite amount? Are you getting way too much? It's a great thing about it. Hell, guys, if you want to start doing, and girls, if you want to start doing that diet analysis now, I mean, it's only involving 3 days. I mean, that's not heavy lifting. Do it now. Do it early. Okay? Look at how bad your diet is. Most everyone's is. It's okay. Mine was really crappy eons ago. All right? But look at it. Go, gosh, I need to change my life. These are the 1 or 2 things that I'm going to change. Do that for a few weeks. You'll be like, man, I feel so much better about myself. Dr. Thornley, he really knows his crap. Do it again. Do the diet analysis again. Now do what you're doing and see if not only you've lost weight, but now let's look at what's the profile of what you're eating. Maybe before you consumed way too damn much sodium. Now your food choices, now you eat considerably less. Your heart thanks you. Okay. So don't wait till the very last minute to do this diet analysis. I mean, do it early. You can hand things in early. Okay. Exams, not so much because I don't let them up early. But these assignments you can do early if you want. And that's one I wish more people would do earlier. Okay. It would give a hell of a lot more stuff to talk about in the class. Be a lot more fun.